behind the rock.
Fair enough.
So there was cover there. I knew there's a lot of people in this area.
But then again, like, we get into pronunciation issues, right? Like, when I was a kid, and even to today,
Like
I always say
pronunciation, for
Mazda, and Americans say Mazda, and I've had people correct me here, and I always find that annoying.
Well, you just said one a word straight away that's pronounced differently.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You said pronunciation.
What?
You said pronunciation.
Uh-huh. What about it?
Instead of pronunciation.
Oh,
You said
pronunciation.
pronunciation.
Okay, well, there you go.
Enunciate.
Yes, but you don't pronunciate.
You pronunciate. You were saying pronunciate.
Yes, because that's how you say it in
No, it's
North
pronunciate.
America. No, only to you and English people.
No, we say pronunciate. We don't say
What?
pronunciate.
Yeah, we said pronunciate.
No, I'm not saying pronunciate. I said pronunciation, which is how you say it. You don't say
but we said
pronunciation.
pronunciation.
Yes, but
Yeah,
I don't know what Tamara's talking about because I've never heard it called, except for in Britain, pronunciation.
I was taught pronunciate.
Yeah,
Oh.
same
Yeah,
thing.
but pronunciation, the full word. Do you say that or do you say pronunciation?
Pronunciate.
I don't know where you're getting that
With
from.
shun at the end.
With a shun at the end. Thank you.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, whatevers. She's a Westerner, so I don't trust her anyway. There's a
Well, why should we
Canadian
trust you?
reference.
You've been all over. Who knows what you picked up and what you haven't?
That's part of the problem, to be fair. Because I am a muddle of accents. My turn. I've never been to the Maritimes, though.
Alright, you want me to pick? Okay.
Oh, okay. I haven't picked yet. Just FYI.
Oh, then pick. Go.
I was going to.
Well, they
then you're
said
all-
Tamara!
I said Tamara or John. You guys haven't. Neither of you have picked up.
I mean,
Huh.
that's even one. Accent. We say accent usually, not accent.
Hi, Pedro Piggy.
Jump. Whee!
Well, if I don't want to jump,
Well, then don't. I don't care.
Jump.
You'll just
around.
die alone, that's all.
jump, oh my love, jump in. Be on my toe. What would you do if you all died and I would survive the longest after I didn't jump?
Then I would say you chose wisely. Yeah.
Rob, where are you going?
Probably the
Who's
wrong
that
way.
that's way out?
The
Oh,
marker.
Oh, no,
There you
it's
go,
John
Cheek.
that's
There you
way
go,
behind
John.
us.
Yeah, I went to the
John
barns.
just got schooled by Cheeky.
Oh, well, yeah, again, British accent issues here, people.
Pronunciation. Well, A, not A.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. The thing is, when you see an A, that's another one. Like the A in the. Some people say A and some people say A when they read it.
Uh-huh. Well, like, that's... How would you say the name H-A-N?
Han.
And
H-A-N.
Yeah.
So there's one, H and H.
Uh-huh. Which, to be fair, in Eastern... Han, yeah. And yet,
But it would probably be Han, not Han.
Americans say typically Han, and British people, as far as I've ever heard, usually say Han, and that's what I usually say.
Yeah, but if it's someone's name, it's more likely going to be Han.
God
than
damn it.
Han.
Son of a bitch.
yeah, I've never heard of a person named Han.
If you listen to C-3PO in Star Wars, he always says Han. Or Han. He doesn't say Han.
Yeah, but that's C-3PO. He's a robot. That's
Yeah,
robotic.
whatevers. Whatevers.
But it's voiced by a person.
Don't test me.
Don't test John.
Yeah, don't test me.
Yeah,
you know.
At the end of the day, he's been
don't
tested
mess
enough.
with
He has
his
to grow up with the
Jesse.
name John.
Wow. Wow. Rude. A lot. Actually, I have to grow up with the spelling, which is the bigger issue, to be fair.
Well, it's not my fault you got the uncommon spelling, which you claim is the most common spelling.
No, I didn't say it was the most common. I said it was the correct spelling. There's a difference.
You can't have it. You can't say that. It's not a correct.
Excuse
spelling
me.
if
It
people
appears
think.
in the Bible first, spelt that way. It is
So
the correct
that automatically
spelling.
makes
Oh,
it the
God.
correct spelling because it's
Yes.
the Bible?
You
Yes,
can't
because
say
guess
it.
what? Hey.
No.
Oh, yes, because that's...
No.
Excuse me, Tamara.
feeling a
Jonathan
little
is a
persecuted
Hebrew
here.
name, a Hebrew name. It comes from the Bible.
Okay,
that's where other people
fine,
have
but
got
you
it
can't
from.
say that the correct
Don't
spelling
give me
of
that
something
garbage.
is how it's written in the Bible, because the Bible was written by another person like hundreds of thousands of years ago, and because someone dug it up, they went, "Oh, look, a book that claims to know how the world works."
No, but that's where the name originates
2,000 years
from.
ago is when it was apparently written, and it's been
No, it's
translated,
older than that. Thank you
retranslated,
very much.
rewritten, recopied about a billion times
Exactly.
since then. And there are about
Again,
56
I'm going to
billion
go back to
different
my
versions of
usual
said
category
Bible.
when it comes to this. A, not talking religion. I'm talking about the names. Shush. B,
Yeah, but you're trying to justify
B,
spelling the name with
I'm the
Bible,
history
so you're the
major.
one
You
that
are not.
started
I
it.
know more about this than you do because guess what? I took my major
Yes,
in
and teachers are
religious
always
history.
You
right.
did a major,
The
and you can't
history
even
books
speak
are
English.
Never
No, I'm just getting
wrong.
frustrated with Miss. I know everything, and I'm going to tell you what I know. So full of shit. Oh my god.
No, but in fairness,
Sheesh.
I think that the J-O-N is the correct spelling of your name because it's your
Nope.
name. But
Nope.
J-O-H-N is the correct spelling whoever's called that because that's their name.
Okay,
It's
fair
their
enough.
name,
I'll
so
give
it's
you
the
that.
correct
I'll give
spelling
you
for
that.
them.
I'm just throwing shade on the whole thing because it annoys me that they always spell it wrong. But
I will accept that it's spelled.
I mean, to be
that's
fair,
the proper way to spell it
to
when
be
you use
fair-
an example that's not the Bible.
right. Okay. Well, what I'm using as the example is the fact that it's taken from Hebrew, which it was Jonathan, and
The amount
that's
of times it's been translated, though, you could actually be called Marissa for all we know.
no, because the reason why we know it's that way is because we found other evidence. It's not just found there. I'm using it as predominantly that because that's the oldest document that we have the name in. But there's other examples of Hebrew names that are spelt that way. It's just
I don't know.
yeah,
If we didn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
the internet,
Because
and I
John is
wrote
a
book and
Greek
I
name.
buried it in the
First off,
ground,
it's not Hebrew. That's the other problem.
It's a lovely name, John. Okay, moving on. If I wrote a book now and there was no such thing as internet and I buried it in the ground and then someone dug it up in 200,000 years time and it told everybody how we live life. If I wrote it and said that we did handstands everywhere and that we'd never used our feet, or we ate with our feet, for example, and used our toes to pick our noses with, people would pick up that book 200,000 years later and go, oh, we're living wrong. We must follow this book because this book's telling me how we are supposed to do it. Because nobody will be there to say this book isn't real, this isn't true, this was just written by a person and then retranslated over and over again.
Well, I would hope at that time.
I don't
people would read that
know.
and say, look how stupid they lived way back then.
Yeah. I mean, nobody says anymore that you should, I don't know, greet a man with a holy kiss either. You know, just because it says to do that doesn't mean everybody does that.
It was like, this isn't how life is now.
Exactly,
Like,
that's what I'm saying,
to
though.
me,
You're talking about
I
a
think
cultural
that-
difference.
I think that people who have faith is lovely. I think it's very nice if you have a religion, as long as you don't use it against other people.
Right.
And I think it's a very nice thing. But I do think that if we didn't have religion now, and I told you that I believed in an almighty being that created everything, you'd say, what, crazy bitch? You know, because like
People
super
do
magical
that
person
now.
creates everything.
I mean, honestly.
Oh yeah, I know, but you know what I mean? I've probably been in an asylum.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it all depends, right? That precursors. I don't know, because humanity's always kind of believed in supernatural things. Even people who say generally they don't believe in God, they might believe in a supernatural thing. They don't necessarily.
I believe
obviously.
that an alien shit the F out.
That's less dumb than some of the other things I've seen written. Sure.
It's got probably more.
No, we're not getting political. Apparently, we're
Scientific.
getting religious.
It's got more scientific background that an alien shit the F out than it does that out of a being that we've never seen or know existed. Because aliens are just as equally
Unknown
non-existent
and
as what God is.
yes, but it's, I don't know. It'd be like saying God holds up the world.
Presumably
Like
obviously, presumably
Atlas?
unknown.
Yeah,
I'd say
I-
presumably unknown because nobody
Right.
knows.
Well, we've never been able to prove. That's effectively what it is.
The MIB know. That's why we don't know.
I have yet to be struck by lightning and saying that God isn't real, so we'll wait and see. There's still time.
Well, I'm not getting into a discussion about the accuracy of religion. That's not a discussion I want to have in any way, shape, and form. Because to be fair, we have people in our group who are religious by nature, and I do not want to get into that discussion.
How is someone religious by nature?
In the fact that they were brought up that way, they still believe that, and they still practice it.
They're religious by nurture.
Religious by nature.
Okay, fine, by nurture then. Oh God, thank you for splitting hairs. I love it so much.
This is but from a psychology standpoint, it's nature and nurture.
Yeah.
No one's religious by nature. You're not born religious.
Well, you could have. There are ways that could be. I don't really want to get into this further because I'm already uncomfortable getting any further into this. But there are ways that you could be mystical by nature. There we go. I'll use that word. That's a bit of a safe word.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I'm respectful of it. I think that if people want to believe in magical beings that create everything, that's great.
Just don't
it's nice to have faith
me.
and have hope. It's nice for people to have hope in something. But in my opinion, like at school when I had to pray to God to thank him for my lunch, I would rather thank my mum for my lunch. She's the one that worked her ass off to pay for it. So, it's just little
I hear a
things that
vehicle.
just...
Please be one of you.
Nope.
No, none of us
We
are
ran
driving.
away, John.
Okay,
There's a motorcycle here.
There's
Yeah, we're on a
a
different plane.
Jeep going that way.
I thought John was with us. How did
I
we not know?
thought
that
I
John
was.
not with us?
But apparently,
He got to the place just as I started running away from it.
and then you guys raided everything, so it was kind of pointless.
Well, we'd already raided that area because we'd been there for about 10 minutes before we left.
I'm
John's
going
to a
towards
totally
green.
different place to
I'm
us.
going towards green. I did set a marker down.
Okay.
Oh shit, those guys went there. Never mind. So they just pulled out of there, so I'm guessing it must have been raided.
My god is a gender fluid, non-binary, homosexual, bisexual actually.
So they are Greek, is what you're saying. I gotcha.
No, if I'm gonna worship anybody and pray to them at night, it's gonna be Lady Gaga.
That's a false god if I ever heard of one. No, just kidding. Oh dear. To be fair,
I had a friend when I was at school who told me that he worshipped the ceiling cat and that was his religion.
Okay.
The
Well,
what?
to be
But
fair,
I felt. Do you know what, Tamara? I was sorry I asked because I
Yeah.
asked him to explain it, and it was apparently a god that he believed in of a cat which clenched onto the ceiling upside down and stayed there all the time watching over them.
and that was not a nurture thing. Let me just be clear. I doubt his parents took him to cat church.
Maybe he worshipped the litter box.
You don't know
So
that.
this, are we meant to be-
He worshipped
are we
the
in
litter
Russia?
box.
It's no different than the flying passenger.
Oh God.
Are we meant to be in
Hey,
Russia?
his noodly appendage, bless you.
Well, I was going to
Guys, where
southern.
are we? Are we in Russia?
Are you in Russia?
In the
Well,
map. Is this Russia? The map? Is it
it's
Russia?
definitely has a not Slovakian, acrylic flavor to it in the spelling.
Wow.
So acrylic is
And
the
acrylic? What is an acrylic,
Acrylic.
flavor, John?
acrylic, not acrylic.
Acrylic is plastic.
Acrylic is the spelling system in Russia.
Well, I just
I
saw
thought it was Cyrillic.
I just saw something on the side of the wall here. This looks either Korean
Is it
or
Cyrillic? I didn't think
Japanese.
so.
This
I'm pretty sure it's
on the wall
pronounced
to me.
Cyrillic.
Well, you're
Tamara,
pretty
if
sure
you
of a
look at
lot
this
of
wall,
things, Tamara. I've noticed that.
All these walls have graffiti
So are
on
you,
them, which
John,
look.
but
Citation
you're not always
needed.
right either.
Citation needed. Yeah, I didn't say it
These
was right.
walls look like they've been written on in like Mandarin or something.
Well, okay, here's the other thing. After about 6 months into this game, they started selling the ads. So all of the graffiti and stuff is either partners or ads. So that's all changed. It started out looking Russian in nature, though.
Fuck. Do it appear to make things inside the game look different? That's silly. It takes
What-
away from the feel of it. I don't know if I'm a... See, this is the problem. Now they've done that, I don't know where I am. Am I in Russia? Am I in
I think
Korea?
the point
Who am
is
I?
you're not supposed to
My
know.
life has been a lie.
Yep. I don't think it matters, to be honest. I was sure it was Cyrillic though, but I'm not going to say that for 100%.
Citation needed, just because John doesn't even know if he's saying it right.
I'm
Nope.
pretty sure it's Cyrillic.
Nope. I don't know.
John, it is Cyrillic. That's what Security just said.
Oh, there you go.
Cyrillic. It's spelt like Cyrillic, so it
Yeah.
looks kind of like it.
To be honest,
I don't think the Russian
Cyrillic
language...
is the process of eating krill.
okay.
I don't think the Russian language has hard C's, John. Just like Gaelic has
They have K's.
It's like
Kasparov,
Gaelic doesn't
for
have a V
example.
in it, so
I don't think they say
on is spelled
Kasparov.
with a V.
They definitely have hard C's. They might be K's instead of a C. But
well,
then again,
then they're not soft C's, they're hard K's.
right, I get that. But there's still a
I
K
think that is
sound.
interesting when alphabets don't have letters to the alternate sounds, like in Gaelic when they don't have a V, so they use a BH to make a V sound instead. Like
Oh,
in
God.
Siobhan.
Oh, the spelling of names in Gaelic is just... What? How did you get that out of that?
A BH in Siobhan.
Yes.
It looks like Siabahan.
Sihan?
Yeah.
Sihan.
Yubahan. Yeah, but it's Shiwan.
Well, we
Oh,
say
god damn
Siobhan.
it. I hate that.
Oh, it might be Shivan, actually, sorry.
Shivan.
Well, it
Oh.
might not be, it might be different. I want an Inuit friend.
Well, you're going to have to come here if you want that.
And go really,
Or
really
Alaska.
north.
Or Alaska. No, there's people, Inuit people in
Do you know
Edmonton.
any Inuits?
Not many.
Not many, no. There's not many in
I
general.
had a Canadian teacher who moved here to teach, and she said that back home she had several Inuit friends.
Well, that depends on where she lived. Because if she lived
Yep.
up north, probably so. If she lived where we live, less so.
Much less so.
Yeah.
You're much more likely to find,
Native people.
well, yeah, different
First Nations, isn't it?
First Nations, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
John.
Native is correct as well. Thank you very much. It's not wrong. It's
Well,
just
I'm
a different.
offended by it.
Well, you go ahead. They're not, so go ahead.
well,
It's-
no, it depends.
we just
some
clarify
of them are,
with-
some of them aren't, John. It
Yeah.
depends on the individual.
Well, no, the clarification came out of the fact that a lot of white people got mad when you said natives. To be fair.
Why? Because they're not native. They don't like.
Well,
because
the
they were
whole
called
argument is,
native-
well, we're not native. What? We were born here. So, yeah.
They were called Native Americans, and it's like, we're
And
not
then, of
Native
course, we're not
Americans.
gonna say
just
Native
native
Americans.
to here, right? So
Yeah. Well, we don't say Native Americans because
I don't know
it
why,
sounds
but when I was
weird.
little, I used to call them Native American Indians.
That's okay. When I was little, we all called them Indians because that's all we ever knew to that point.
Yep.
That all changed
Yeah,
when I was a teenager. I mean, you also say Aboriginal too, so there's another option.
Who says Aboriginal?
The Canadian government generally says Aboriginal.
Is that considered
Department
offensive?
of Aboriginal Affairs.
Yeah, for example.
Right, okay.
Although the act
not
itself,
offensive.
because it's old, is the Indian Act.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not offensive. Aboriginal's not offensive.
Okay.
It's
also
Aboriginal is a general designation. It's not specific to Canada or anywhere else because you can be an Aboriginal Maori. It's just a designation.
or an Aboriginal Australian.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I have a question, because obviously here it's not, we don't have anything like this. So I'm just curious, and I don't know if it sounds offensive or not, but I'm going to try and hope it doesn't. Do First Nations people do normal things, like have mobile phones?
Yes,
And, just live life like we do, like everybody else?
pretty much, yes. They have
So what's
cultural
different? Why do they
culture.
need to be, why
They're
do they need
cultural
to be
difference.
differentiated in the way we call them?
Well,
What's
I'll
different?
put it this way. It's a combination of things. One is that we force them to be different. Two is the fact that they have their own culture and their own cultural differences, and they definitely do have different cultural differences.
Yes.
So
Okay.
so
Like,
it's
can you give
it's
me an
like
example? 'Cause I don't know.
like they have different religious practices than what European descendants do. So
But they don't have obviously if they have any practices that are not constructive for society, they'll be still illegal, right?
well, yeah, obviously. But they also they are allowed to do certain things that we aren't allowed to do. Like they can fish without a license, they can hunt without a license, they can
Yeah,
do
but
things
only
like
I'm
that.
pretty sure only on their reserves.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I
Nope.
wasn't sure on that one.
Yeah, no, they can do it anywhere they want. Pretty much, I think, except for in a national park. I think that's the one limit.
Or private property.
Yeah, or private property, yeah. They also don't generally own private property. I think that's changing, but I don't think in the past few years they actually did. I think everything was held on reserve in common, if they were on the reserve, to be fair. But the reserve system is a European system that we brought to them, and it has been, in my opinion, one of the most harmful things we ever did to our Aboriginal communities.
Are you going for the drop, John?
Yeah, I am. Because I don't see anybody.
Well, it's called We Want Your Lands. What we're going to do is we're going to...
Yeah, we're going to
say,
stick
can
you
have
in the
these.
worst lands ever. Oh, and then just suddenly we found out that there's actually a lot of stuff on here, and now we want it back. So,
Pretty much, yes.
yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Yep.
I mean, it's not very fair to come and take over, is it?
No, it was absolutely wrong. And I would argue that historically it created nothing but misery. But it was a tactic that our government and the British government and the American government, to be fair, has used in the past. And we've done worse, to be fair. Our government poisoned blankets and gave it to them. Like,
In point of fact, there's also the problems with clean water on the reserves right now because they won't fix shit.
well,
So
yeah.
people-
I
They've been on a boil water advisory for 20 years.
Yeah, and there's that. Yeah, there's a lot of politics in this, and some of it's their fault and some of it's our fault. So I'm not going to put a
So
lot
it's a
of.
big mess.
Yes, it is
Yes.
absolutely a big mess.
Gigantic
And it
fucking
needs to get
mess.
sorted.
Yes, it does. And the problem is that when you start to sort things, as everything does,
Oh, guys, we need to go to the white.
vested interests on every side get mad.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't win, because of course you get into arguments about but
You can't
this
win
is-
anything in life, though.
No, exactly,
There's
and
always someone who's like, fuck that.
yeah, someone's offended and someone's mad about it, and you can't win. So you have to be uber careful, and a lot of times what it leads to is a lot of inaction and nothing getting done. It's horrible, but, unfortunately that's kind of what we live with at the moment.
Okay, Rob, John, you're about to get eaten by the blue.
I'm coming. Rob, however, will get eaten by the blue.
No, I won't.
If you don't, you owe me $50. If you do, sorry. If you get eaten by the
If he
blue,
doesn't, yeah,
$50.
okay. I'd take that bet. Actually, where's the blue? No, he's probably going to
If
make
the
it.
blue gets you, you owe me $50. Deal?
No, not for me anyway. I don't know about Rob.
What do I get if I make
If you make it, then I owe you a cent.
Wow. That's not even a pence.
There's a 4-time scope in here if anyone needs it.
I'll take it. Where are you?
It's just in this house across from you.
Okay, I'm gonna check this one first, and then I'll.
Oh shit, he's gonna make it, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Totally is, because you beeline straight for the white. And you're not even in the white, whoever this is beside me. B.
I'm just stood here so Tamara knows where the thingy is. But I just realized.
Well,
that
if
it's
Tamara doesn't hurry up, she's not going to get it, because...
Well, then I won't get it. Don't worry about it. I've got a 2-time scope.
not. I've got a 2 times if anyone wants that.
I don't know.
have
Can I
no
put
idea.
anything on this gun?
I've
Oh, I
got
can
two
put a
two-time
scope
I
on
would
it.
have grabbed the 4 times before the blue was there. And
B, I will take your 2 times.
There you go.
Is it on the
You'll
floor?
take me. Did you say you'll take? I'll take you 2 times.
I'll take
Excuse me.
your 2 times, thank you. I did not say you. I mean, that would certainly be an interesting discussion at that point. But
I take it. It's in this house B here.
the one that's in the blue.
The back one. The one that's in the
This-
blue.
Okay.
I'm in the white again.
I'm not paying you twice.
Pence. You're getting a pence in the mail.
Yeah, I'll send it in the mail.
Yeah, because it'll cost more to mail than
double
it
that.
is.
It'll send me like 5 times that to mail.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, dear.
I live up to my word. Give me your PayPal. I will send you a cent.
That's okay.
It would cost him more to actually cash it. Actually, it cost you more anyway, because they have fees.
I have 2. My PayPal has 2 currencies there, USD and pounds. I get paid in USD, so there won't be a charge to convert it for him.
Is it bad that when you
'Cause
say
I only
USD, I immediately hear something?
You get paid in the D.
Yeah, exactly. That was exactly what I was thinking.
I only convert money
God.
from USD to pounds when I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy something. in
Yeah,
this
but
like, that's not online.
she doesn't just get paid in the D. She gets paid in the USD.
Mm. Stop talking about my D, please.
B is uncomfortable now.
Paid in the USD.
B is uncomfortable with the D.
Oh no.
When am I ever? Nothing makes me uncomfortable.
Are you sure?
Wait,
about that?
get out of the bloody way! I hate how you scroll
Oh,
down
shit, somebody's shooting me.
and it goes up on the right when it swaps gun.
John is
Oh,
apparently
God.
being. Who threw that?
I accidentally pressed a smoke grenade. Oh god!
Now they know where we are. Thank you. B.
Well, they knew where I
think
was,
they only
so.
did because they were shooting bloody John.
No, they didn't know. Oh, I got hit. How did I get hit? Where did I get hit from?
From where? Where did John get hit from?
You know what? They're sniping you from the town. I can hear the gunshot over
Okay,
there.
I need help.
Guys, we should really get to John and then get
I'm getting there. As long
Okay,
as
I'm
I
You
get
need to
shot.
get down once you get to him because otherwise you get shot.
Ow,
Oh.
I'm still getting hit.
Okay.
I'll
you
try.
gotta get to
I'll
cover,
try,
John.
but they're gonna get me before I get there if I don't.
Oh my god, my watch is going crazy. Shut up!
I do not know where they're hitting you from.
No, I don't either. From the back.
I have
That's
a
what I
sniper
would guess.
rifle, but I'm not gonna be useful with it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna run behind this tree and heal real quick, because otherwise I'll be dead anyway.
I actually just water locked my watch when I tried to turn off notifications.
Oh, great, and here comes the frickin' white to push me anyway. Okay, let's... Oh, no, I didn't pick up any of them. Oh,
What
bugger.
do you need,
Back
John?
the way we came.
I got no first aid kits. I'm using bandages to heal.
Here. Come on.
I've got a full med kit. I've got a full med kit. Come get it.
Oh, where are you?
Okay.
Up
Here,
there.
here. I'm just above you.
Yeah, I see you.
I'm dropping it.
Okay,
There.
thank you.
Okay, we gotta go this way, guys. We gotta get
Thank you.
across that line.
Yeah, we're gonna get shot
I
at
have
the
a
top of the
sniper
hill,
rifle, but
Rob.
I'm trying to use it.
There's the drop straight ahead. Probably.
I only have a
shooting at.
full-time scope with my sniper.
Oh,
so
wow,
I'm useful.
actually, it's this
That's
way.
all
I
I've
thought
got
it
is
was...
a 4 times.
I have
I
a...
have an SKS. I don't know
I
if
have
that's
2
actually a
and
sniper
4
or not.
times, and I have a big old gun, but I can't see anybody even with that.
Is an SKS a sniper?
Yes.
Is it...
Where's Rob? Why are you up there?
This is where it was.
I
There's
know,
a lot.
because you're on high ground, someone might shoot you in the face.
Yeah, this is problematic because even if you Zed, if somebody's got a scope, they're gonna see
Ow!
you.
I got shot!
That's why I'm going for this tree.
Come back this way, B, behind this
Ow!
hillock.
No, because I don't know where it's coming from, John.
Yeah, I know, but nobody's shooting me over here, so they probably can't see me.
Ditto. Yeah,
Yeah, but
because you gotta-
Tamira was just in front of me when I got shot.
Oh, then I don't
Oh,
know.
someone's shooting at me. I think they saw. They're coming from behind B or from the side, because I'm on the same side you are.
no one's shooting at me yet. That's weird.
Should we run back to John?
Maybe.
I'm in
Don't
the
go right
way.
close to him though, because they might see him. Just get down near him.
I got a 4 times scope. I'm trying to see if I can see them. I haven't seen anybody, which makes me think that they could see you, but not me.
I'm going for
I don't
this
see
bush here.
anyone.
Tree in this bush.
Thing
I
is,
think
they gotta
were
come
far
to.
away, 'cause
they
were
gotta
hitting
come
near
to
me, but They
us.
didn't actually strike me.
They hit me, but not enough to kill me, so I can't got a headshot.
Yeah.
If they were behind me, would have finished me off straight away.
Well, we're closing in again with the old blue. They gotta come over that rise sooner or later.
Where were they shooting from is the question.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Just got shot again.
Oh, there's a car driving down that hill.
Oh yeah,
and
they're
they hit
there.
Rob.
Where?
They're hitting Rob.
Oh, there's
Careful,
somebody
Rob.
on top of the hill. I see him now. The guy on top of the hill shooting at the car.
Ah, I'm down. I don't even know where it's coming from.
If you can crawl to me, I can help you, but if I come close and they see me, they'll kill me too.
They're just gonna kill me before I
But
get
I
over
can't
there.
even
That's
see
alright.
it.
Oh, John. Rob, sorry.
Rob's dead. I see them.
Yep,
I see them. I
there's a
see
guy
them.
at
There's
the
a bunch
tree.
of them.
He's at the tree I was hiding at. There's two of them there.
That's right. Ah, shit. Knocked out. You got me.
Oh, I got one of them, but then they got me with a car.
Alright, can you guys come? Shit, me.
Hang on, because there's loads of them. Ow! Ow!
Ah!
I'm dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I got one down, but the other one was still up.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize I was sniping them with a shotgun.
Oh
not the,
dear.
Not
I threw a
the
grenade
sniper.
and knocked one down, but then
Oops.
I'm like,
Oops.
Now
well,
they're
that's
gonna
why
get
I
their
can't
friend
hit
back
them.
Ah, shit. That's funny.
they're gonna get all their friends back up now.
So how's everybody doing? We're gonna put on the ad again for a second.